All right, let's try that again. Just got a few hikers. Oops. Quite a few hikers this morning, so I had to stop my video. So after yesterday, my knees and my ankles were a little sore, so I'm deciding to slack pack again, just a 6-mile stretch back to the hostel. Gordon twisted my arm and convinced me to stay another night. You know, I realized that like easing into the whole situation, getting myself used to sleeping in a tent consistently is just something that I think is what I need to do to get myself to Maine. And honestly, I have loved being at Hostel Around the Bend. Out on trail, it's been cold at night, so it's hard to like want to sit around and meet people and talk to people, because I just want to get in my tent and get warm and all that. So I've just enjoyed being there. Like last night, people were playing guitars. Danny cooked me a veggie burger. Super sweet of her. Yeah, so I met Adam, or Grizz. He was my bunkmate below me. Super cool guy. So yeah, I'm glad. And I know I might get some hate for staying in hotels and hostels so much, but you know, hike your own hike. This is my hike. I'm okay with it, because if that's what's going to keep me out here and keep me having a good time and enjoying the trail, then that's what I'm going to do. There was a storm last night, so the rain has stopped, and it's a beautiful day. Feels good. I only have to do 6, so yeah. But here I am, platinum blazing. Platinum blazing is people who stay in hotels and hostels more than they do their tent. So at this point, I'm platinum blazing. But I will stay in my tent, I promise. Eventually. Might be hard to hear, but there's lots of birds chirping this morning. I don't know, I always think it's cool after a rain. The green on the plants are a lot more vibrant. And I'm hoping that rain helped put that fire out that was near I think like Gatlinburg and Fontana Lake or Village area. So, because they were talking about having to potentially shut down parts of the Smokies, so I really hope that that rain took care of that. Because I think there might have been some structures that were already burned, so that way to prevent future losses. Alright, Plum Orchard Gap. The shelter is that way. I know there's a few people from the hostel that were just going to do an easy day, stay there tonight. It's a nice little area. It's a big fire pit right there. I may or may not have bought a big bag of Sour Patch Kids. The great thing about the trail is you can really basically eat whatever you want because you're burning so many calories. Though I do plan to get some kind of salad in me today. Some vegetables, because I threw my green powders out already in Dahlonega, because you quickly start dropping weight from your pack that you don't feel is absolutely necessary. And in that moment, my green powder was the unnecessary weight that I chose not to carry any longer. Those are kind of different. I've seen those a lot. Alright, I'm at 2.5 miles in a minute, or an hour and 15. Just trying to do that 30 minutes a mile. Just keep it nice and slow, kind of take it easy on that knee. But so at Hostel Around the Bend, I've been staying in the bunkhouse. So it's like 6 bunk beds. My buddy Grizz was on the bed below me, and this morning I said it sounded like a symphony last night between all the snoring and the bodily functions that were happening. So he gave it the name the Orchestra Pit. So the bunkhouse at Hostel Around the Bend will forever be known to me as the Orchestra Pit. But I'm not gonna lie, sleeping with Brownie and her loud snoring helped me a lot in these situations. I used to not be able to go to sleep at all if somebody was snoring. And yeah, I mean, once I fell asleep, I slept pretty solid. I got like warm once just because my sleeping bag was warm for that room, lots of body heat. But yeah, and then oh gosh, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, so Brownie's my dog, for those that don't know that. But also I just throw in some headphones and listen to an audiobook, which kind of the downside of that is like I'm pretty much almost done with the book, but I don't really think I've really heard any of the book. It just helps me fall asleep when there's like snoring or noise. If I'm out in my tent, I do that. So, because everything sounds like a mouse, right? But yeah. Look at the view back there. Sun is out. A little humid, but that's all right because the rain was needed. Beautiful day. I'm gonna try to keep this steady while I talk. Figured I'd let y'all see the trail instead of my face for a little bit. But so today's different. I'm going southbound on trail. So it's been kind of neat. Some days when you're hiking, like you just, unless you're stopping for a break, you really don't see anybody some days, and which is cool. And in there's a lot of days that's much needed. But today I've got to see like everybody that was at the hostel. So it's probably gonna take me forever to get these 6 miles in just because I've stopped and talked to everybody. You just can like 3-5 minute conversations, and then, you know, ran into some hikers that, you know, I've seen a couple of times on trail. I saw Papa Bear again today, and then I saw Logan. I met him yesterday on trail. Yeah, so it's just been kind of a different and neat experience walking backwards on trail. I imagine maybe that's what the SOBOs feel like when they hit the bubble and they pass everybody. But sometimes it's just kind of cool to see who's behind you. And then now probably when I jump back on trail tomorrow, I'll kind of be with some of these people, so it's just nice to see the faces that I'll be around tomorrow. So just a reminder that like there's no one way to do this trail. You can make this experience whatever you want it to be and make it fit what's best for you. And I am enjoying the way I'm doing it. I've kind of mixed it up and done all kinds of things, and I like that. I do. So I know the big miles are coming. I know the tough it out and longer stretches of staying in your tent and food carries are coming. Well aware of that. But right now, I guess I'm just gonna take my time and keep enjoying making different experiences and taking different routes. Not different routes, I'm walking the whole AT, don't get me, yeah, let me clarify that. But just different ways of doing it, slack pack and, you know, stay at a hostel longer. But yep. And I'm back to Dix Creek Gap. I'll walk back to the hostel from here down the road. It's a really easy walk. Not so bad today since I only did 6 miles versus 17. Just ran into Kevin from the other day. I hiked with him a little bit. And so he said Elsa is back here. She's the nurse that was in a video a few days back crossing water with me. So I think I'm gonna try to like just sit here and relax and see if I can get to say hi to her before I head back to the shuttle or to the hostel. And then I got to get back to the hostel around 2 so I can catch the shuttle into town and just go to the grocery store, maybe buy just some fresh food to cook, and then of course go eat somewhere. Nice little road walk back to the hostel. I didn't stick around to wait for Elsa because I needed to get back so I could catch the shuttle to town. Resupply. I got most of my stuff at the Hostel Around the Bend because I thought I was going to leave out this morning without getting to go to the grocery store, but now I am, so I can get a few more healthy options.